What's good, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. It's that time of year again where every Dallas Cowboys fan is asking the same question: what's next for America's team? We're diving into the latest on the Jalen Ramsey trade rumors and breaking down the key steps the Cowboys need to take to make the 2025 season a success. If you love Cowboys content like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the Jalen Ramsey trade saga. You know it's been a hot topic lately, but I'm going to be straight with y'all. I don't see Dallas pulling the trigger on this one. Now, there's been some buzz, especially after a report from a YouTuber named Lando Holyfield claiming Ramsey bought a house in the Dallas-Fort Worth area now that got fans hyped, thinking it might be a sign of a trade. But hold up, let's pump the brakes. Lando said he can't confirm if the house is for Ramsey himself or if the Cowboys are seriously in the mix. Plus, another source, Brian Baddies, threw cold water on the rumor, saying he heard from folks that the Ramsey to Dallas talk isn't accurate. Look, we all know how it goes. Sometimes the Cowboys name gets tossed into rumors just for clicks. Jerry Jones and the front office aren't always planting these stories, so we gotta be skeptical. Here's the deal: Ramsey's a 3-time All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, absolute beast, but his 2025 cap hit is a massive $24 million with $21 million guaranteed, unless Miami eats over half of that, which I doubt. I just don't see Dallas making it work financially. They've got about $32 million in cap space, but they need to spread that across other needs. Plus, Ramsey's 30 now, and his 2024 stats showed some decline: a 70.8% completion rate allowed, and a 93.5 passer rating when targeted. That's not the lockdown Jalen of his prime. The Cowboys already have young talent at corner like Darren Bland, Kalen Carson, and Kaiir Elam, plus Trayvon Diggs and rookie Siobhan Revel Jr. coming back from injuries. I think they'd rather roll with those guys, or maybe snag a cheaper veteran like Jair Alexander if he gets cut post-June 1st. That'd be more in line with their selectively aggressive approach this offseason. Speaking of that approach, let's talk about what's next for Dallas. This offseason has been wild. They've made some big moves, already trading for George Pickens to bolster the receiving core, signing Javonte Williams to revamp the running back room, and adding defensive pieces like Kenneth Murray Jr. and Solomon Thomas. But there are still holes to fill and decisions to make. Brian Baddies mentioned the Cowboys aren't done yet, especially if the right player gets cut, and he pointed to two key spots: quarterback and defensive tackle. On offense, I'm feeling pretty good about where things stand. Dak Prescott's back under center, leading the charge. You've got a running back trio of Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, and rookie Jaden Blue that's a solid mix. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Jalen Tolbert form a nasty wide receiver group, and the offensive line with Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker, and Terrence Steele looks strong. Jake Ferguson and Hunter Luepke round out a versatile tight end group. Now, Luepke's an interesting one. Coach Brian Schottenheimer said he's playing some fullback, some tight end, basically doing everything well. The big question on offense is who emerges as the lead running back. Schottenheimer said it's too early to tell. They tried a committee approach last year, but might shift gears. He emphasized that we won't know much until padded practices in training camp about 68 days from now. Javonte and Miles have experience, but Jaden and Phil Binford are in the mix too. It's going to be a fun battle to watch. The real focus, though, is on defense. There are so many question marks: who's starting at linebacker, safety, corner, even defensive tackle. The Cowboys have talent, but it's young and unproven. Micah Parsons is a stud, obviously, but guys like Motzie Smith and rookie Jay Toy at defensive tackle need to step up. Motzie hasn't shown he can be a consistent starter yet, and expecting a 7th-rounder like Jay Toy to anchor the line is a lot to ask. I think defensive tackle is the top priority if a veteran like DJ Reader gets cut post-June 1st. Dallas should be all over it. Same goes for cornerback with Diggs and Revel recovering, and young guys like Carson Elam and Josh Butler in the mix. A veteran presence could stabilize things. Someone like Jair Alexander, who'd cost way less than Ramsey, would be perfect. They need guys who still have that fire and passion for the game no matter their age. Another big step is figuring out the starters across the board. Schottenheimer's all about setting clear roles and expectations, something he felt was missing last season. On offense, it's about defining who's the lead back, who's the third receiver, and what's Luepke's primary role. On defense, it's about picking the starting linebackers, safeties, and corners. Are Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker locked in, or could a young guy like Wanya Thomas step up and make someone expendable? That's what these OTAs and training camp are for, identifying who's ready to lead and who might be trade bait. If a young player outshines a veteran, it could free up cap space or draft picks. So what's the bottom line, Cowboys fans? The next steps are about fine-tuning the roster. They're not chasing a big splash like Jalen Ramsey unless the price is right. Instead, look for them to target cost-effective veterans at defensive tackle or cornerback to add stability. They'll use OTAs and camp to lock in starters and define roles, especially on a defense with so many unknowns. The offense is in good shape, but the running back battle will be one to watch. This is a team that's selectively aggressive under Schottenheimer, and they're building a squad that can compete in every matchup. What do y'all think are the Cowboys' next steps? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. If you're hyped for the 2025 season, smash that like button and subscribe for more Cowboys content. We're just getting started. How about them Cowboys?